shoe, ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Ginn. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Navy quick to the line.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Navy will have it with a first and goal. Barrels ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Let's go. Right. Single. Get ready.
From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Takes it the other way. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Brown wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Past the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense, catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Ginn. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it down to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Navy quick to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Bullock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. The sure hands, it's Ginn. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks, it's Carter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Making side adjustments here. Got it in the middle, it's Ginn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Navy quick to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, it's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This time they'll go to the running game. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for...
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
On the option. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield. That's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. Not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Situational awareness is so important for quarterbacks, and you've got to know where you are on the field. On 3rd down, you can't take a sack because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to at least come away with 3 points. But after racing around and scrambling, holding on to the football, you've now been sacked. You're now out of field goal.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Here's a heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bush. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It'll be a draw. He breaks a tackle, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got a man. It's Moore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Powers through the defender. And they are...
Bye-bye. Get the fuck out of here.